Nice spot.
Glad you can make it on short notice.
If it wasn't short, I might not have made it at all.
Cold feet?
Let's just say the more I think about it, the less I like it.
That either means you like the deal to begin with, or you don't do a whole lot of thinking. Either way, good for me.
Glad you think so.
You have the funds?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
Good. Just one problem. The price went up 30%.
That wasn't the arrangement.
Flowers make arrangements. I make deals. The offer was respectable.
My offer was final. You're asking for almost double its worth.
For me, maybe. Not for you.
What do you mean?
I don't do deals with strangers. So I decided to get to know you a little better.
You had me investigated?
Don't insult me. I do my own research. You've been busy the last 5 years.
This proves nothing.
It's not proof, it's evidence. You've been buying out everyone you could find with a stake in the Jackson assets.
Call it nostalgia.
I'll call it a definitive, if not somewhat desperate attempt to monopolize the market.
Call it whatever you want. I am not paying a penny more.
You can't afford not to.
I'm sorry you think so. Your price was ridiculous to begin with. Thank you for making it that much easier.
So how does it feel to have invested so much for so long and have nothing to show for it? You've spent a fortune on a key that doesn't fit into any lock. You were better off throwing that money on a roulette table. At least there you're playing the odds and not relying on someone's charitable disposition.
I rely on common sense.
And that's your problem. Anything that's common isn't worth much. 25 years ago, supply grossly surpassed demand, and yet you still think you're gonna make a fortune?
It's not over yet.
It is if you don't pay my price. How much do you think the Mona Lisa is worth if there were 2 of them?
Half as much, but that's still a hell of a lot of money.
But you're not in it for a hell of a lot of money. And if I give you what you want, you're that much closer to putting a hell of a lot of money in your rearview mirror.
You're negotiating under the assumption that I'm going to be successful.
Aren't you?
I am, but I know I'll fail if I let every blood-sucking extortionist leech for me along the way.
I'm just one man.
Exactly right. One man can't stop this. You can delay it or even stem it, but you can't stop it. And in the meantime, you've got a liability burning a hole in your pocket. You know it, and I know it. You think I got this far by letting some 3-piece putz back me into a corner? I've been watching you long before I ever showed up on your radar. You've been trying to sell for over 6 months and have had no takers. That's why you jumped up my offer less than an hour after I sent it, and why you rushed so fast to set up this meeting. You didn't want me to think about it too much. And even after you realized what I was doing, and you knew that I could cut my losses right here and now and leave you holding the bag, you still tried to play hardball. You thought you could push me into it, but you pushed too hard. What I may or may not be able to do in the next 10 years is irrelevant, because it's my sweat, my sacrifice, my risk, and my vision. And if you think that I'm going to let you capitalize on my vision, then you can crawl back to the list for another 6 months and hope to God that someone else is willing to bail you out.
All right, got yourself a deal.
For 6.2.
The arrangement was for 8.
Flowers make arrangements. It's only worth what someone's willing to pay, and I'm the only one sitting here willing to pay you anything. It's all there.
I don't think anyone on Craigslist has ever played hardball with me before. You really think you can up the value by buying all the cards?
Supply and demand.
That's a long road.
Stranger things have happened.
Lowering your offer was a gutsy call.
I didn't have a choice, really. The apple juice set me back $1.80. I gotta get to the restaurant. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Good luck on your monopoly.
Thanks.